Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Normally I don't start like day in the life type videos off at 12:30, but I'm filming a bunch of other things today, and so that's what we're doing. I just wanted to do like a day in the life. Really, this is more of a vlog. I just wanted to do like a vlog video. I feel like day in the life show like what you're doing all day, and I'm not guaranteeing that I'm showing what I'm doing all day because the day is already halfway over. But I did want to do a vlog. I wanted to show you guys a few things around my house, and then I wanted to chat with you guys about something that's been weighing on me heavily for the last month. And I just feel like now is kind of the time for me to talk, and I'm not gonna ever talk about it again. And yeah, I'm making a taco salad for lunch, some leftovers right here, and yeah, so you guys are just gonna hang out with me today. It's Saturday when I'm filming this actually, and normally like over the summer I was not filming on the weekends at all, like zero. But because we're back to homeschool now, I definitely have to find time to work and make videos, and so that does change my weekends. So now like on the weekend, that's usually when I will carve out time to film. I get asked that a lot, like how do I find time to film? I just like don't really have days off and when I do, they're like really scheduled. So I try to film like multiple videos in one day. That helps me with like block scheduling, and yeah, so that's how I do it. And yeah, I got some new I got a lot of you guys remember back when I was talking about BJU science for my oldest daughter. I was debating on getting the Logos lab kit because it was almost $300, but I decided to do it, and so I got the box. So I figured I would show you guys that because a lot of you have been messaging me asking me if I did end up buying it, and I did because I want her to be able to do all of the experiments. So I was gonna show you guys that and show you, just hang out, show you a few things. I asked on Instagram what some videos were that you guys wanted to see, and surprisingly a lot of you requested like a favorites video. I used to do favorites videos all the time on my channel, but they just don't do well anymore, and I am like at a point with YouTube to where if the video isn't going to get watched, unless it's a video I feel like the Lord wants me to make, then I don't care about the view count. But the Lord isn't asking me to make a favorites video. So I would just be making it so that, you know, you guys would watch it and enjoy it, but they just don't perform well. So I figured what I could do to kind of take care of those of you who enjoy seeing like favorite things that I've been using or new things I found or whatever, is when I do day in the life videos, which is very often because those perform extremely well on my channel, I could include some of my favorite things in those videos. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have a few things that just showed up yesterday I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to show you the kids' back to school outfits, and I wanted to show you, yeah, just some stuff around my house, and then we'll end the video with a chat. So that's what this video is gonna be. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy vlogs, give me a thumbs up, because to me a vlog is different than day in the life. Let me know if you agree. So I just finished up my lunch, and so Olivia and I are gonna make some pumpkin bread. I found this gluten-free one. I'll put the link down below for you guys, but it's from Lexi's Kitchen. So we are gonna give this pumpkin bread a try. I'm making a whole like how I meal prep video for homeschool weeks that'll be a different video, but I'm making the pumpkin bread for like our baked good this week, and I go into more detail in that video about what I do. So her and I are gonna bake this and have it ready for our school week. But the pan isn't hot yet, just the oven is. So put it in the middle, down, slide it in, good. Now close the oven with your hands all the way and set our timer for 50 minutes. Timer, 50. 0, 0. Timer on. Thank you. Did you guys know it's pumpkin spice season? I feel so funny saying that because I know it's like such a cliche, but I don't care. I love pumpkin season. Say what you want. It's the little things in life right now that make us happy. I went ahead and got this Skinny Syrups pumpkin spice syrup for making like a semi-similar pumpkin cream cold brew. That is my favorite drink of all time from Starbucks, you guys. If you have followed me for a while, you know this, and I love it, love it, love it. But I'm dairy-free now, and the cream just can't be made other ways. So I'll link this on my Amazon. I have the vanilla one of this, and it's actually really good, but I was gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do, but this will be linked for you down below if you wanna treat yourself. Like my sign, happy pumpkin spice season. So, I put some pumpkin pie seasoning in my little shaker, guys, also linked on Amazon. This is my milk frother for cold milk, also linked on Amazon. Highly recommend. This is a key component. So I'm gonna just grab my big mason jar. Put some water in. The cold brew I buy is cold brew concentrate, so I do like 8 ounces of water and 8 ounces of cold brew. Here's the organic cold brew. So you just pour it in. Did I mention it was Saturday and I had to wake up at 5:15 to take Caleb to swim practice? So we're gonna pour this a little longer. And then oat milk is my favorite non-dairy milk alternative. So what you do to make it semi-pumpkin tasting is take your syrup. This is like 0 calories, 0 sugar. I put in 2 like capfuls basically. Right into the frother like that, okay? If you want more flavor, do a couple more. I like it mild. And then you just pour your milk right in here. And then you put your pumpkin pie spice on top of the milk. And then, like I said, this is for cold. So my espresso machine right there froths milk, but only for hot. So this one has a cold setting, and you just turn it on like I just did and let it do its thing. See, it has that cold setting there. And once it's done, it'll just turn off And then we will pour it over this and look at the beautiful masterpiece. Look at the foam. So now that I've made myself, it's so good, you guys. And it doesn't have any calories in it, barely, just the oat milk. Like, there's no sugar in this. It is delicious. I'm telling you guys, get that syrup and get that frother. Anyway, now that the pumpkin bread is baking, I'm gonna run upstairs into my room and film a math update video for you guys. I need to get that done, so I'm grabbing my video sponsor materials and my coffee. Very professional production system we have over here. And we're going upstairs into my bedroom, aka my filming location. And I'm trying to open the gate with my foot, and that's not working out so well. So let me set that down. And then after I'm done filming this, then I will show you guys the lab kit that I got for Kylie, because I know a lot of you are wondering if you should maybe order it for your kids if you're doing BJU for those higher school years for high schoolers. So I wanted to show you guys that. So once I'm done filming this math update, then I will show you guys that. All right, so this is the Logos Science Lab Kit, the physical science box. Now, this box was like $260 something, which is why I hesitated to get it. But as you guys can see, it is literally stuffed with materials for the lab experiments that go along with the physical science course. So this is not just like dollar store supplies. I mean, these are actual, like, everything is in here, and a lot of these are reusable. I mean, it's like there's tons of stuff in here, and glass, rod, like just things you would definitely find in a high school science lab. All different kinds of tubing and all the materials, like everything like that. So I do think that if you guys are using BJU press for high school science, the lab kits are worth it. I am glad that I got it, even though it was pricey. The value is definitely there in the items, and it definitely is going to enrich the science experience for her in high school. So I definitely think that it's worth it to get. I will tell you guys, the shipping took forever. It took about a month to get that box, so keep that in mind. But I did want to show you guys what was in it and share that I do think that the value is there. I was really wondering why it was so expensive, but now I see, and so I wanted to give you guys that update that I do think they're worth it. It did take forever to ship though. So I wanted to show you guys what the theme apparently is for back to school. So we bought a bunch of, not a bunch, but a few outfits for our trip to Florida. And so I just wanted to make it special for them by getting them each a new shirt for the first day of school. So this is the one my oldest son chose. This is the art class brand. This tie-dye I thought was really cute and like the colors of it. These shirts fit my boys really good. Then my other son chose this surfing one. The back looks like that. That's pretty cool. My oldest daughter loves like the surfing brand, Tilly's, that whole thing, and so she got this Santa Cruz one with butterflies. And then Olivia's outfit is actually in the dryer. She got something cute from Old Navy. I will get it out and show it to you here in a second. So here's Olivia's little outfit, super cute little tank top from Old Navy, and then these linen shorts. I snagged this on clearance when I was with her there and thought it would look so pretty on her. I love these colors. Kind of was giving me like fall vibes, but in a summer outfit because it's still so hot. So that's what she is wearing for the first day of school. All right, guys, let's talk. Have you seen the Constitution video that I did for the Good and the Beautiful? Oh boy. If you haven't, then you're blessed to not be privy to the insanity that has come since that video released. But I made a video for the Good and the Beautiful. I went out to Utah for a week and did a bunch of work for them while I was out there, and it was an amazing week, and it was such a blessing, and we had the best time, and it was so nice to see people in person after the craziness of all the last years, and so it was just a really great experience. So the Good and the Beautiful is coming out with a Constitution course. This is if you didn't see this, but I'm sure you all did. And anyway, they asked me to film a promotional video for it, and I was so excited because you guys know I absolutely love the Good and the Beautiful. I love the company. I love the people behind the company. I love America. I am a proud American. I love what our country represents and what it was founded on. I love the courage and the stories of the founding fathers. Although flawed, sinful people, what they created was nothing short of a miracle. And so anyways, it was an honor to get to be the one to do it. So when that video came out, a lot of people, maybe not a lot, a loud small group of people were really upset by the video. They were upset by some of the words that I said, that I was literally speaking from my heart. And they were upset with some of the sample pages that they saw. A few of the lessons, people were really upset by some of the verbiage that was used. And that's kind of what I gather from it. So so many of you guys, because let me just say that that video was released like over a month ago, and I've not said anything publicly. I've not made one video. I've not made one response. I've not answered one question. I have not said a thing. And there has been a big reason why. And so this is the one and only time I'm going to address it or talk about it, and I'm not even going to get into all of it. So yeah, there's so much, I had to write down notes because it was just crazy. So a lot of you have messaged me and said, can I respond? Like, what's my response? This is what I've heard. What, is it true? What do you think? Like that kind of thing. And I have just been directing people to the FAQ on the Good and the Beautiful's website about the Constitution course. They literally answer any question you have on their website. So if you want to know what is in the course, if you want to know what is talked about, if you want to know what the stance is of the course, if you want to know anything about the Constitution course, go read it for yourself. And they have that there. They have that there, and not every company does that. And that is like what I love. One of the things I loved so much about the Good and the Beautiful is the transparency. Like, they're saying, this is what we're teaching in our course. This is what we, this is what it includes, and this is what it doesn't include, because then you're empowered as a homeschooling parent to decide, like, this is for me or this is not for me. They're not trying to hide anything. There's nothing like subliminal or crazy. It's all out there for you guys to see. And so I'm not gonna address any of the specific grievances that people were having with the curriculum, because the Good and the Beautiful does that on their FAQ page. So I'll put the link to the website down below. You guys can go read the FAQ for yourself. Now, what I am gonna say though about all of this, because it has been a whole thing, is that sometimes the Lord tells me to speak and sometimes he tells me to be quiet. And I heard him telling me to be quiet, and I'm just letting you guys know that it was very hard for me to be quiet because everything in me wanted to defend myself against the heinous accusations that were being thrown at me by strangers who have never even met me. Racial slurs being said about my family, about my kids, even people saying that I'm not a Christian and I'm not saved. And the last time I checked, that's a pretty bold accusation to make. And I think only the Lord determines who is saved by his son and who is not. So I don't know. I personally have never told someone like, you're not even a Christian. Like, I've never uttered those words to anyone, and it was like, I can't even believe that someone would say that. I mean, that really blew my mind. So there was a lot of garbage being said about me after that video, and I'm not going to sit here and defend myself to a small group of people who don't know me, but they don't like me. Like, they don't know me, but they don't like me already. And so I'm not going to give it that energy and that time that, you know, I'm not going to sit here and hold up family pictures. Look, we have a diverse family. I'm not going to be like, look, here's my yearbook, and look, I was best friends with her. See, I'm not going to do that, because if people want to throw that word around and say what they want to say and believe what they want to believe, then I'm just going to let them, like, just go ahead. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, look at my husband. Look at his friends on the department. Like, this is who he, like, I'm not going to do that. If you think you know me and you know me well enough through a promotional video for a Constitution course to call me those things, then have at it, sister. We were never meant to be friends in the first place. Like, I would never say the things that were said about me to anyone else ever. And so the fact that that was done was just like mind-blowing. But I'm not gonna sit here and defend myself against those false claims, because I know who I am. I know who I am in Christ. I know my heart. I know my intention behind everything that I do. And when you know that, then you rest easy. Like, go ahead, say what you want. So I let people say what they wanted, and it was hard at times. It was a lot harder when I saw people saying things about my kids, and it was a lot harder when I saw people saying things that I actually have met, and actually, like, they asked me to do some things for them, and I did them, and then, you know, like, now all of a sudden this is what you're saying about me. So, like, did you just kind of use me? Was that the point? It just was like really, really disheartening. But a lot of you guys have just wanted me to talk about it, so here I am talking about it. I think that there is wisdom and self-discipline and self-control in staying quiet during a time when your flesh wants to react. And at times, not all the time, but at times, I would feel like my humanness rearing up and wanting to say, no, you're twisting my words. That's not what I meant. Like, you can't take what I said and make it what you want to hear. What I said was this, and this is what it meant. Like, there were times when I wanted to really, really say some things and call some things out. And show some screenshots that I have and some statements that people have said about me that they think that I never saw, but that you guys saw and you sent them to me. Like, there were definite moments where I was like, oh, it's taking everything in me to not say something. But the reason why I never said anything was because I knew that nothing I could say would make a difference. And that is the wisdom that comes from knowing when to speak and when not to speak. If what you're gonna say, even if it's true, is not going to make a difference in the situation, then do you even spend your time and energy there? And the answer is no. I knew that no matter what I said, it would not have satisfied any of the people that were saying those horrible things about me and about Jenny Phillips. People even saying that we should both just go to hell. Like, people were saying things that terrible. Literally wishing death upon us. Like, that is insane. Literally insane. How can anybody see that and not think that that is just beyond crazy? But yeah, it was hard, but I just knew that nothing that I said was going to change the minds of any of these people. And so it just was not something I chose to engage in, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't easy, and it still is not easy for me to not share what I know and share the conversations that I know about and share the screenshots of things that I've seen. You know, it's hard. It's hard not to. And it's hard not to call out specific people who really were the fuel to the fire for all of this. And it was hard, but there is wisdom in quietness. And so that was the path that I chose to take. Because I asked myself, if I say something, is this going to have a positive outcome? And the answer was always going to be no. It was always going to be no. Because nobody that was so hateful and angry is willing to have their mind be opened or changed. So it's just like, what is even the point? What was really interesting about this whole thing was that I never really realized that cancel culture exists in the homeschooling community. That was eye-opening. I have never, ever on my channel once made a video about a homeschool curriculum that didn't work out for my family, telling you guys why it's total garbage and it didn't work out. I've never, ever done that. In 5.5 years of being on YouTube, you will not find one video where I'm talking badly about another curriculum company. And so to see the level of like cultish culture behind hate-fueled like cancellation of a company because you don't like the way they worded something or you don't like a lesson, like, it just was very eye-opening to me to see that like the homeschooling community is not this warm and fuzzy, cozy, comfy place that maybe we thought it was. And it really saddened me. It really did. Because there have been many companies and curriculums that have made courses on the Constitution, on the US government, and they all pretty much have the same exact stance as the good and the beautiful. But I just see that the good and the beautiful was taking such a brunt of everyone's anger over the last few years, and I just felt like it was not fair. Because if you look at Master Books, if you look at Sunlight, if you look at Apologia, if you look at BJU, if you look, like, all of the courses pretty much say the same things. And so it was just kind of like, why the extra hatred? It was really, really crazy to me, because I've just always been taught that if something doesn't work for me, then I just I just don't use it. Like, I just keep on moving, keep my life moving on. Like, it's no harm, no foul, and I just don't use it. If I don't like the way that it was written, or if I feel like it was lacking, then maybe I'll add to it. But like, I've never witnessed what I witnessed, and it was very, very eye-opening to me to see that. It was also eye-opening to me to see and be reminded that not everyone who follows you actually likes you. And not everyone who follows you on social media when you do this for a job actually has the best interest of your family at heart. And it made me question what I share, and it made me almost put up like a little bit of a wall, not knowing like who is really watching me. And that is another thing that I will just never, ever, ever understand. Like, some people hate everything that I stand for, and they hate every opinion that I have, yet they come to my page to hear my opinions. So it's like, I just don't understand that. But it was very unsettling for me to know that, you know, I've shared, and people who wish harm upon me watch me. It was really creepy, actually, and it made me really feel kind of gross on the inside. And so that was really interesting. But I learned some things through this experience. And one thing I learned is that I'm strong. And another thing that I learned is that I do not cave to pressure. And I won't ever. When I'm convicted on something, I will stand on it. And I will continue to do that no matter what it costs me. I see the things that have been said and even videos been made, and it really just makes you ask questions about who you're following. I mean, I got a message like this from someone, and it said, and this, I quote, "I've loved following you for years, Ashley. You've taught me so much about God and about homeschooling. But since you endorsed that course, I am unfollowing you. Goodbye." And it just like, I'm not laughing. I mean, I'm laughing now because it's just so crazy to me. But at the time, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, you're literally saying that I have inspired you and I have helped you. But because you see everybody else doing this, then that's what you're going to do too. And the thing of it is like, if you followed me for years and I was what these people have said that I am, don't you think you would have known? Don't you think it would have come across by now? Like, don't you think that it wouldn't be like this hidden secret? I mean, you can tell a lot about a person by the type of videos that they make and stuff. Like, you can tell a lot by people's self-righteous attitudes who have been homeschooling for like 2 years. You can tell a lot about people who are like blatantly making fun of others. You can tell a lot about someone who is broadcasting a private situation for all to see. Like, you can tell a lot about the heart behind people from what they say and what they share. And it should make you pause and question, you know, like, it should make you ask some questions. Character always comes through, and it always shines. And so I have just chosen to not engage, and I'm not engaging. This is the only video that I've made and I will make, because I think everybody reveals themselves in their own time. Some people might fool you for a while, but if you look and you pay attention, you'll see it. I could have made a video on my channel at the height of this craziness like the next week, and it would have easily had 50,000 views on it. I could have done that, but I didn't do that. So it makes you wonder why other people have taken this turbulent time to try to capitalize on it and get a lot of views and try to earn a buck on the name of someone else's company. Like, it just makes you wonder why people do the things that they do. So yeah, that's as much as I'm gonna say. It's been a really crazy situation, and I've been on YouTube for almost 6 years, you guys, and if I was what everyone wants to call me based on doing a promotional video, I think that you all would have known that by now. And if you think that that's the case, then I'm not going to even bother arguing with you, because your mind is made up and I am not changing it. So that's really, it's been an eye-opening experience. It's been a learning experience. It's been a crazy experience. It's been hard at times to really have self-control. But I feel that the Lord is gonna honor that. The Lord is honoring that decision. And yeah, the last thing that I'm gonna say about all this is I saw some people get upset that I will delete comments on my Instagram and on YouTube. Now, I'm just gonna tell you guys this because this is my rule for my internet home. This is my channel and my Instagram account is my account. If you come to my space, you're coming to hear what I have to say or what I'm showing or whatever. You're coming. I'm not asking you to come. You're coming there. And if I would not allow you to say what you say in your comment to my face in my home, then I won't allow it on my page. That's kind of my rule. My rule is if I wouldn't let someone in real life talk to me that way or call me that or say that or try to start an argument or just be very divisive in their questions, like, if I wouldn't allow that in my home, then I'm not going to allow that on my internet space. And so it's not a matter of not wanting to hear different people's opinions, because trust me, I hear different people's opinions on social media all day, every day. But it's just a matter of this is my internet home, and I'm not going to allow people to talk to me in a way that is not respectful or human decency at all. I've never, ever, 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 ever in the history of social media left a comment or said some of the things that people think is okay to say to me. And so I just won't stand for it. This is my space. So if you come to my space and you say something that is rude, or you say something that is literally just a bait for an argument with other people in the comments, because I also put a no on that. It's not even just to me, but if your comment is getting comments on it from other people because they want to argue with you, then I delete the whole thing, because I'm not having arguing on my social media platforms. I won't have that. I know it can be kind of entertaining for viewers to scroll through the comments and read people's arguing back and forth, but I don't want my social media to be that place. And so if your comment is causing other people to argue with you, then I'll just delete the whole thing. So I wanted to say that, because if you're gonna leave me a comment on this video, make sure that you would say it respectfully, because I don't have to allow people to talk to me in a disrespectful way, and I don't have to allow people to leave comments that are just there to create division and arguing, and I will delete those comments. And I have no problem doing that, and I have no shame in doing that. That is not silencing voices. That is literally just called, like, you're in my home, be respectful. And so that's that, you guys. I wanted to address it and talk about it. It was vague, I know. I did it on purpose, and I hope that clears things up for any of you that were wondering. I realize I took a month before I said anything, and I'm actually really proud of myself for doing that. And there's wisdom in silence, and everyone's heart is revealed and shown in their actions especially. So anyways, that's it. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And if you have questions about any of it, then head to the source and look it over yourself. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm gonna end it here, but I love you, and those of you who have been supportive and kind and truly do care about my family, just wanna say a huge thank you to you. You're the reason why I continue to do this and the reason why I continue to hopefully encourage and inspire other homeschoolers. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.